Can I play my specific character story 20 for him?
Absolutely.
Woo.
Thank
Thank you. All right. So I try to rally the three of us that are standing together.
You are
Back to
being
back.
charged. It's not. It's you are taking up the whole road.
Three abreast.
Three abreast. They're
Okay.
coming at you, and as they do, all of you come back. You cut down the first three in unison. As a matter of fact, in unison, you take a step forward and you cut down the next three.
Mm-hmm.
They don't move. You have slain 6 in just the blink of an eye. And Darian looks left and he looks right and he nods at you. And I want you to put down formation fighting on your paper.
Okay. I turn to Darian when we have breath. I say, "What did you bless these swords with?"
Whatever it was, it seems to be working. And he nods at you and they come again.
Let's
Roll
hope our luck
27.
holds. 9.
They come in, and this time you thrust, and it goes straight through the guy at his side, but he slides up the sword, whoosh, with his hand,
I go.
and you see that the hands, maybe they crawled out of a grave. You just see bone at the tip, so it's like bone claws coming right at your face. Roll 20 sided.
Okay. 12.
You barely manage to avoid. Your sword slides out, or more accurately, cuts his side, and you bring it out, and you come back.
Yeah,
Roll
I
20.
say, "Not very graceful," and then I roll a 1.
Roll again.
11.
When you come like this, he jumps on you, and you go down. That's the absolute worst thing that could possibly happen. And as you go down, you hear them trample over you, and you know that at least 3 have gotten behind you. Whether they're going to turn and play with you or go behind you, you don't know. As a matter of fact, when you're going like this, you look over like here, and you know how I said this was cliff all the way around?
Yeah.
You see the dead climbing across the cliff vertically,
How many?
like spiders, and you're like, they could not have done that when they were alive. But you have bigger problems. This guy is on you, and you see hands go, whoa, like this, coming down into your face. Roll 20.
I pull out my dagger for short range combat, and I start stabbing towards his eyes. 17.
Okay, you pull out your dagger. You manage to avoid. Pull out your dagger. This is for the thrust.
7.
You come in like this. It sinks into the guy's shoulder, and he comes down with his teeth. It's like it didn't even hurt him at all. Roll 20 one more time.
19.
You got really. He bites you right in the trapezius, and you howl as you take 3 to the left arm.
Does it break my?
Oh yeah, it's like he takes a chunk right out of the muscle. It's probably the worst wound you've ever taken in your whole entire life.
I just yell out, "Ah!" and I try to roll to get advantage on him to get on top of him.
Roll 20. He is.
15.
You throw him,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a moment's respite as he goes down, but he hits his butt, but he springs right at
I immediately change hands because my trapezius is injured. I go with my offhand and I thrust straight into
Fate. Roll 20 sided. You're at +2.
8.
Roll 20.
15.
You are hurt for some reason. These villagers are listening to you. Maybe it's because of the force of your personality. Maybe it's because you're just right. But the truth is, defending this little tiny opening, if all of the villagers are inside, is a great idea. There's just one problem. You are going, come on, and you look over like this, and the cliff face continues like this before it goes down, and you see crawling across the cliff face as if it was the ground is the dead. And they are coming right towards you, and you realize you are either going to do one of 2 things. You're either going to have to go through the opening and leave these villagers to your fate, or you and whoever's with you is going to have to fight the dead, at least 3, so the villagers can enter. But they are going to be on you in seconds.
command. Grab a brick and throw them at them.
Roll 20.
18.
You yell it out. Grab a brick, throw it at them. And you see villagers grab bricks. You grab a brick and you start hucking the bricks. Roll 20 again. This is for you.
1.
Oh.
Reroll.
If somebody has a combat reroll, that's the
She's
red
got
one.
I got the red one. Oh. 12.
You throw your brick, it hits one of them, it doesn't do much of anything. The villagers are throwing theirs. You see one of them actually takes quite a few bricks and falls. But the thing is that you're quickly running out of bricks. This was not a big hole. So the rest of the villagers are going to throw at the second one. Give me a good roll. You want to fight one, not two.
11.
Okay, you're going to end up fighting two. You see the first one of them hop on the platform and looks at you.
I stab it with the rake and try to shove him off.
You charge with your rake. Roll 20 sided as he charges right at you. You're a +2.
+2.
You, boom, you put it right through it and then just guide it over the side. Krunk. The second one jumps down. Actually, it tries to jump right on you. Whoa!
I duck.
You're going to have, as it comes, you duck. Roll 20.
That one.
It goes right past you, but as it does, one of its hands grabs the fur and pulls you down with it. You hit hard. And as you hit hard, it's first up and it's on you. It grabs you, it pulls you in, and it's right on top of you, and you just see its jaws go right down to your nose.
I kick up with my feet.
You're going to need a good number. Roll 20.
4.
It bites you in the face and you absolutely howl. You see the villagers try to grab it and pull it off of you because there's only one. You're going to need a good roll here.
7.
You take 3 to the face as a chunk of flesh comes out of your cheek and part of your nose. You are disfigured. You are howling. There's blood everywhere. All you can think of is your life. It pulls back, but it sees you and it sees the blood just seeping everywhere. It ignores everything. It goes right back down towards you.
Stab it with the rake on the side of the face because it's proximity.
You're holding the rake by the tip and you try to put it into its head. Roll 20. You want a good number here.
4.
That rough go.
You are having a rough go. It comes down and actually it grabs the rake. It pulls it straight out of your hand. This is to see what the villagers are doing.
I remember the spoon and I stab it in.
You have a fork and you have a knife.
I thought that the
The
spoon was
spoon?
the one that the paladin changed.
Oh, yes. Okay, so yes. All right. Roll 20.
16.
You grab the spoon and you hold it out, and for just a moment, it pauses. It doesn't jump off of you, but it goes from like this feral wah to just all of a sudden just calm, like it's regarding it, like what is that? What is that doing here? And the villagers grab it and start pulling it, and it's fighting, but there's a lot of villagers and they're trying to get it and throw it off the side. I just need one roll to see if this is successful.
6.
They actually do get it off the side, but you see it pull one of the villagers with it. Oh! And you see it's like a young woman, like a 16, 17-year-old girl about your age. And she goes down with it, and you see this thing may survive the fall. She won't.
Everybody inside.
You go, everybody inside, everybody inside. And you see the village elder, Shuri, she runs up to you and she goes, oh, by the gods, you were so beautiful. And she starts trying to patch up your face. And there's just a part of you that knows that you have to get in the cavern, but it's like you are bleeding everywhere. It's just, I mean, just took the fleshy part of your cheek right into its mouth.
I honestly don't think I comprehend the concept of beauty, so at this point, I'm just pulling the helm lower and
5 feet. She goes, I will patch you as you go. And you, when she says that, you stop trying to brush her off and you move into the cavern with the other villagers. And you actually grab your rake and you go in. You have saved the villagers, except you know that there are more of these things coming. So you see panicked villagers in the darkness. You see their faces. There's a couple torches, but not many. There's a couple torches left behind, not many. And you see the brightness of this small opening. And you know that they will come. And you had best think of something. I'm going to leave you there. When I come back, you can issue commands as you will. Everybody else roll 20-sided.
3. 5.
17.
You are looking around, but it's really strange because you kind of have a weird out-of-body experience. Like you're looking around, but then you're looking around, but it's for a totally different purpose. And you're looking around going, where am I? Where am I? And you have no concept of where you are, even though you... And when I say no concept, it's as if I took you and balled you up and threw you into the stars and you ended up on Mars in a cavern. You just have no clue where you are at all. And you're looking around going, where am I? Where am I? And then all of a sudden it's you again. You're like, where's the treasure? Where's the treasure? And it's strange, and all of a sudden Nashara comes up to you and she looks at you, and she has this strange expression on her face too, like she's gonna say something to you. And then she kind of shrugs it off and she says, what have you found?
I haven't found anything. What are we looking for?
What can help me?
I don't know.
Look!
What can help you?
Roll 20.
15.
You look at her and she actually looks a little strange. Like, does she even know what she's looking for? But she's gone, and you hear her take off. You hear the rumble of the thing in the center of the room. You kind of brush off this weird feeling of vertigo that you're getting, and you keep looking. Roll 20-sided once.
11.
You finish kicking all the sand away, but it doesn't seem to do anything. And you hold up your hand and you touch it. You don't quite know how to hasten this process, but actually, yes, you do. It's the power that you are. You start looking for treasure. Roll 20-sided.
16.
Nashara comes up to you and she has like an urn in her hand and she says, will this help? Will this help you?
I don't know.
And she walks off again. You go to the edge of the room and you look around again. Where are you? Where are you? Roll 20-sided.
3.
It doesn't matter. We'll take the ones that are closest first. And you walk over to yourself and you put a hand on again. And you can, it's an odd, strange feeling as you drain the power from the human while being inside the human at the same time. And you sort of get off on the fact that you're killing yourself. And it's a strange feeling for someone who is immortal to do such a thing, but you enjoy it. You get off on it and you like it. Although you can't really experience joy, but as close as you can get to joy is what you feel right now. Roll 20-sided.
No clue what's happening. Oh, 20.
There you go.
And all of a sudden you pop out of it and you move your hand and you find yourself in front of this leather statue and you feel really weak. And you look down at your hand in this weird kind of inky blue, it almost looks like smoke.
Mm-hmm.
It comes off of your hand and it goes back into it. And you're like, oh. And you feel drained.
I tried cutting the thing.
Like just hacking at it.
Yeah, see if I can like kill it.
Roll 20-sided.
6.
You give it a good whack, but imagine if there was like 100 leather jackets in a pile, and you walked up to him and just whack with a sword. It, you know, you maybe cut one, maybe, but it's like there's too much give to it. It's strange. It's like that. You're just hacking into it, and there's like a little bit of give to it. It's a little bit hard. It's like there's too many layers. Just like check. And then all of a sudden you feel a hand on your shoulder that turns you, and it's Nishara. And she has a very earnest expression in her face, and she says, "Come." She puts her hand on it. She says, "Don't hit it, just put your hand on it."
I put my hand on it.
You put your hand on it. Fate, roll 20-sided.
5.
And you put your hand on it, and you look at Nishara, and it's almost like it's as close to exhilaration as you can get. It's like winning a race, looking back at your competitor and knowing you're going to win the race. It's like being in a duel and shooting the other guy. It's like you've got one over, and you see Nishara, and you see that inky blue energy all over her arm going into it. And where it goes into it, you see it almost change color. And you just see the Nishara goes from being beautiful, and you just see wrinkles start to appear on her face. And you're like, and you almost get off on it. Like you're destroying something beautiful, and it's a wonder to you. It's as close as you can get to joy and wonder as you can get. And you are something that can never ever feel joy and wonder.
Well, I snap back and I'm like, I try to grab her hand off of the thing.
Roll 20-sided.
14.
You turn and look back, and you just sort of regard yourself, and you see the hand of an old man on the thing, and you're just sort of going back and forth like this. Like, I have to withdraw my hand. This is not good. I have to withdraw my hand. And you look at Nishara, and Nishara is almost the same. Like, you can see gray go through her hair.
Yeah.
Like this. And you're like, that's strange. I've never seen that before. The 20-sided.
I put my hand back. 8.
You try to pull your hand back, and you realize that you're leaning into your hand because you have to. And you're like, well, what if I go to my knees? And you go to your knees, and you realize that you are on your knees now, leaning into it. And you're like, I'm just gonna slip my hand away. I'm just gonna slip my hand away. And you slip your hand away, but then you fall forward, and your shoulder and the side of your face go up against the thing.
We try to roll off.
Roll 20.
Don't fail me now. 8.
You are not moving, and you try to slide your knees back, and all of a sudden you feel a hand on the back of your knee stopping you. And you go, who's here now? And it's Nishara, and she has one hand on the thing and then one hand on your knee. She goes, don't fight it. Don't fight it. Let it happen.
I keep fighting.
Don't fight it. And you keep fighting. You're like, no. Roll 20.
I want to play this. Story 20 for Ben.
It's really debatable whether this is story or not. This is combat.
Is it combat?
Yeah.
I don't have a
Wait.
Well,
I have one. Can I play it for myself?
A combat 20? Or a combat 20
Oh, it's an angel story.
50. Yeah. So a character specific combat 20 would work for you, but that's it. Or a combat 20.
Yeah. I'll roll one right here. 3.
no.
You slowly slide down the thing, touching it, and you can just feel the life leaving you.
Yeah.
And you see this weird look come into Nashara's eyes, and you see pinpricks of light in her eyes, blue light, and she speaks to you, and she says, "Listen to me, Thin Water. You will unravel and die. You will die. I've taken everything from you."
I keep trying to fight it.
And you are horrified. This thing that's speaking to you is diabolically evil. Like, you've never experienced any. Like, imagine a serial killer who gets off on killing and torturing people
Yeah.
1,000 times that. And that's like the tone of this voice. And you realize that there is such a thing as supernatural evil. And you are filled with absolute terror. Roll 20 sided. I'm going to give you a +4 because you are absolutely terrified to your bones over this voice.
16.
+4.
You pull back and off of her, and all of a sudden the light leaves her eyes, and she goes, "Where are you going? Come, come." And it's like you are looking into the face of a hag. And you kind of stumble back from her, and then you hear the wheezing of the thing, and you realize that you are going to die if you do not get out of there right now.
I still try to save her.
Fate. What do?
I try to pull her off the thing.
You grab her to pull her off. Roll 20.
16.
You grab her and she fights you, but she's weak. And you pull her off, but as you try to pull her off, you feel something go through her and try to get into you. This is your savings throw. Roll 20.
You got this.
I might die here. 19.
All right.
So still
Yeah, that was a
You pull her hand off, and you see her kind of just look at you, and she's like, "We have to go." And she starts crawling away, and you try to follow, and it's all you can do is crawl. And you just sense this angry presence behind you, this growing angry presence, and it says, "No insect to me." And it reaches out for you. It is weak, but it's going to try one last time. Roll 20.
Yeah. 8.
Beat it.
8.
What level?
You grab Nashara's ankle and you say, "No, we have to go back." She says, "No, listen to me. We must go. We must go. Come." I'm like, no, we have to go back. Come. One person roll Nashara one time.
19.
And you're very weak, but Nashara she pulls you to the chute. She says, come. And the next thing you know, you're sliding. Shh! Bam! And you hit the bottom. Roll 20.
6.
And that is all you remember. Everyone else roll 20-sided.
17.
You
10.
are running, but you are in trouble. The good news is the closest thing is your camel, but everything else is converging on you. Okay, so you have them coming here, you have them coming here, and you have them coming here. So it's like the Mercedes-Benz symbol is coming at you. Okay, roll 20-sided one time. This is to see whether we can get to Kim.
1.
Like that roll, you slip and fall, and the camel trots off. Doesn't run off, but it trots off. You get up, and all of a sudden you are hit by the 3 behind you. Roll 20.
15. I juke left.
You juke left. One of them grabs your belt and pulls you. You don't fall. You manage to do this. You go like that. You want to get hot.
5.
You swing and miss. It pulls you down. The second one grabs at you as well.
I stab it in the face. And
You try to stab. Roll.
16 on die.
You stab the second one, but the first one still has you. He grabs with the second hand. He's got you by the belt with two hands. He pulls you down as you stab. Roll 20.
18 on die.
You stab him. He lets go, but the third one is now on you.
I move.
You
Hopefully-
move.
Hopefully to miss.
You probably should have faced him as he tackles you to the ground. Roll. This is important.
12.
He tackles you to the ground. He bites you the fat of your ass right here.
I don't have armor on.
You have armor on. It goes into your armor.
I stab it. I know where exactly where it's at because I can feel it, but I stab it there.
+2.
3.
You come down and you are cutting it, but you see the other two have regained their balance, and you're like, oh no. You are on your stomach, stabbing, and the other two launch at you. There's going to be a dog pile. This is
I
bad.
try to roll with all my strength. Throw this thing off, maybe get out of the way.
You're going to need a really good roll.
Yup. 17.
Roll again.
8.
You throw off one of them. The other two come at you. Poof, poof. You're like this. The only thing is your hand goes into the mouth of one of them.
I try
It
to
instinctively bites down. You lose your pinky. It bites off your finger. You scream. You are at minuses. Whoosh! You're swinging and trying to get away, and you're backing up. All three of them are coming at you. You are fighting three of them, and they are all reaching for you. And you are backing up. And you freeze up as you go. They jump.
I move in. I was like, well, that's good. If they jump, like one jumping where I just was. I go into one in the middle. I stab it.
Roll 20-sided.
4.
You go in. Luckily for you, they were speeding up. The thing is, these two kind of blow past you without grabbing you. You spin. Don't hit the one in front of you. Spin, and now there's three of them, but your camel's on the other side, and they've turned.
Okay, I go. I go for the opening. I get the camel if I have to.
The opening, you got to fight three guys to get to your camel.
I don't want the camel.
You could run back to the village, or pass three guys into your camel. 3, 2, 1.
I can't. I go back and around. Okay.
You try to get around and roll 20-sided. There's guys coming from every direction.
Chad.
Okay, the three that are between you and the camel are right on you. I mean, when I mean right on you, at a dead sprint, you are at a dead sprint, and you realize that this group is coming like this. You're about to fight 6 guys.
I can go off this way.
You peel off that way, roll 20-sided.
8.
2 are coming that way. If you can cut down those 2, it's smooth sailing for a while, but you have 6 right on your tail. You're going to have to cut these guys down as fast as you possibly can. If you don't, these 6 guys are going to be all over you, and there's like 6. You understand?
Yeah. I forward full speed into one of them. And I try to hit it with my full weight and speed, and stab it and keep going and try.
Okay, fate, roll 20. If you get hot, I'll let you do it.
16.
You blow right into the guy. He goes down. This is to see if you can keep your footing. If you can, you've done it.
15.
You stumble 1 foot, 2 feet, regain your balance, run. You are past the 3rd circle. There is 6 guys right on your ass, but you've made it past the 3rd circle.
Are there any bandits out this way?
There's the 4th circle, and then bandits past that. But the thing is, you have a thought that the bandits may actually be on your side rather than these undead,
Right.
which
I want
may be your savior, so you can only hope. 20-sided. 20-sided.
4.
Oh.
You are in a scrum. You are fighting for your absolute life, and there is a terror about this. I want you to imagine 3 undead who only want to hurt you, coming down with their teeth and nails.
So
And instinct to just kill you, and you are like trying to get away, and it's like every part of them wants to just grab you somewhere and tear off flesh.
So I've been in a lot of fights, and one thing I noticed immediately about these guys is they are not graceful. They are super clumsy. So I start dancing around them. I start avoiding their blows.
This is to see if you can even get up. Roll 20 sided.
What is the angels who play on somebody's
3.
You are in a scrum. So you are on the ground. There's one on top of you, and there's 2 leaning over you, like this. Roll 20 one more time.
All right. So I lock up one of their legs.
You've taken one. Like you're
7.
taking wounds, but you haven't taken anything substantial yet. But the one on top of you is keeping you down.
Got it.
It's going to get hairy and bad for you really quickly.
So I rolled a 7.
Okay, you rolled a 7. The guy who's on top of you just grabs you by the throat and just holds on, and you realize that this is bad because it's going to take an act of God to get his hands off of your throat. The other 2 are going for your hands as some sort of bizarre evil communal intelligence realizes that they can choke you out if they keep your hands off of this guy's hands around your throat.
Right.
And they go for your hands. There's 3 of them. Roll 20 sided. You want to beat a 14.
So I'm going to play my combat 20, the expensive one, and I pull out my dagger, and I know I'm being choked around the neck, but I've got my dagger and I stab him. The next guy comes at me, I stab him, both in the brains.
Roll 20. Bam. Combat 20. Okay. You and I want you to put on your paper annoys the DM greatly. No, you don't have to.
I got that one last time.
You take out your dagger and you slash, and you just see 2 hands fly in the air. And the 2 guys that are coming at you, you go woof and just take one. You put your dagger right here and you see him drop. And then you spin over him, and just instinctively, without even seeing anything, you go for the other guy who you know is coming, and you see him drop too. And there are 3 of them dead. You look around, and you are clear. Darian, and Sagar have killed theirs, and there is none coming. But Darian says, back up. And you look, and it's just like this human wave is coming.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Say to the tomb.
he says, back up. And you actually, when you say that, to the tomb, Darian nods and bursts into a sprint.
Yeah,
And
I
you-
start sprinting too, and I'm
And Sagar goes,
shoulder.
why did we ever leave the tomb in the first place? Why are we here? Someone answer me! I want answers! And nobody answers him, obviously, but you're running.
I said, run now, talk later.
And Sagar goes, I'm gonna die! But you are running towards the stairs, and there is nothing. There's no villagers, there's nothing. And the dead, some of them are sprinting at you, but they're pretty far back. And you make it to the stairs. Roll 20-sided. Darian launches up the stairs.
Is the opening still open, or is it bricked up?
No. Actually, you don't know why this is, but when you get to the top of the stairs, you see the opening, and you see no bricks. So it's like, not only is the opening not bricked up, the bricks are nowhere in evidence, and you do see the dead starting to climb on the cliff again like the spiders did, and you're like, oh no. Darian says, the opening?
The opening. We have no choice.
So do I hear them from inside?
Roll 20-sided.
9.
One of them bursts through the hole. You're not there. The villager, it jumps into the villagers, and some of the villagers scat, and some of them try to pin it down. Now understand, there are dozens of villagers, they end up holding the thing down, and you stab it with your pitchfork, and you take it out. Okay, and everybody's just like, oh, oh, oh. But you're very happy because you've kind of proven that you can kill these stupid things. And you see not like a confidence come into the villagers, but like this cornered rat ferocity.
Okay, great. As a way to build on that, I want to put the prongs of my pitchfork underneath the statue of the jackal that was in that central atrium. Call out to the villagers, pull off that rope it around its neck, pull it down. And I want to use that to block off the entrance to the tomb.
Roll 20.
Cool.
You are in the midst of doing this when you see Darian, Sagar, and Garush come in, and you realize what they are trying to do. This statue is pretty big and pretty heavy.
Immediately, I grab the rope that the villagers are heaving on, and I try to help them and heave on it too.
Darian looks at you and he says, well done. And he runs to the rope as well and tries to pull. Roll 20 sided. There's water running down your face, and Nashara has taken a skin of water and poured it on your face. And she looks a lot better. And she says, thank you for saving my life.
My pleasure.
And she nods. She says, come. And she gets up, but she's really shaky. Come, hurry. And right before you try to get up, you see that blue, black, inky smoke coming down the chute, but super slowly, but it's coming.
I try to run away from it.
And Nashara looks at it and she goes, no, no. And she stumbles towards the chute and tries to pull herself up. You guys are weak. And she starts to go, and it's like walking up the chute would have never been hard, but now it's almost impossible. It's like you're doing it as like 60-year-old man. Roll 20 sided.
I try to yell up to the people, see if there's any.
Say, help, help!
18.
She yells as well. You make your way, and then you all of a sudden you feel the rope being pulled from above, and you say, just thank the gods. All of you are trying to maneuver this statue, and all of a sudden you see other villagers pulling on the rope in the chute, going, they're down there, they're yelling for help, they're down there. And all of a sudden he emerges with Nashara, and you are absolutely shocked. You're looking at them. He looks like he has 20 years. Nashara looks like she just gained 20 years. And you just pull back, and you can't even believe what just happened. You have absolutely no idea what happened.
Sinbad, are you okay?
There's some sort of monster down there.
Well, there's monsters out here.
Sagar says, you think?
It's
What do you think we're all running from? Why did you run this way?
There's monsters every direction. We thought that was the only way to
Did you see it? Did you see the moth?
Sagar goes, are we putting the statue that way or that way? And he points at the chute.
Well, no. Either way, we're gonna die, it looks like.
Darian just that way. And he points at the opening where the dead are coming. And
I say to Darren, you want us to go back out there? No.
see what they're doing. They bring the statue to the opening. It'll be even harder for them to get through. They'll almost have to crawl. It was a good plan. Let us implement it.
So we're blocking the dead from coming.
Aye.
Yeah.
Let us help.
Of course, let's do it.
Can you help?
Probably not that much, no.
Do what you can. And the ropes are brought up. All the ropes are being used. The villagers are pushing. And the statue is big and heavy, but it begins to move. Roll 20.
Yeah.
All of you.
seat shift and encourage him and say, "That's it. Heave."
Can I do a story for me? This was
Yes, you can do a story 20.
we'll just
I don't like you either, just so you know. Fiona now made the DM bad list. I'll do this. Something happens, and you realize the statue is made of wood. It snaps, the feet snap off. Now, the wood is thousands of years old, but this is much thicker than the stakes. So it's like a wooden statue from an Egyptology museum. All right. So it snaps off of the stone base and comes completely off, and you easily bring it to the opening and plug part of it, and you realize that unless they get the bright idea to somehow push the statue away or pull it or do something with it, they're gonna have to be like crawling through it, because it's like an obstacle course now. Like literally the head and the shoulders are through the opening, so they have to go to like squeeze past the chest or the back to even get into this chamber. And you realize that she may have saved you. And the rest of you with weapons, wait. And then Darian, he turns to you and he says, "What is there?" And he points to the chute going down.
There was some sort of mystical thing that was sucking the souls out.
What is a mystical thing? What is there?
I have no clue what it was. We touched
Why do you look like this? Why does she look like this?
We touched the statue, and the statue was sucking our souls, and we aged, and we were about to die.
A statue like this? And he points at the wooden statue.
Yes, the one that she was screaming at.
Remember, Darian wasn't there.
He wasn't?
No. And he says, "So this statue did that to you?"
A similar statue, yes.
I pipe up. I say, "I think I know the statue they're talking about. It is monstrous. It is hideous. It is not made for art's sake or for worship's sake. The thing is an abomination. It's down there. And it is not like this statue."
I didn't see the statue.
What did you see?
I saw the moth.
What's the moth?
Yeah.
It's the moth. How do I describe the moth to somebody who has never known the moth? It is rot, it is death, it is decay.
Darian nods. "I think she is right, though she speaks differently than I would. I think yonder lies an abomination of Akura Karatha, a demon from the void. I think it was conjured by the Thoth. They brought it hence."
Can we kill it?
Maybe with an army, with holy swords, magic. Not us, not today. But it is weak. It must be weak if we still live. It wishes to escape. It has animated these undead to help it. It is too weak to fight us alone. We cannot let it get stronger. Just as he says that, one of these things goes between it's just like this, and you see you stab it. Roll 20-sided.
It's a 1.
Okay, you and Sagar go to do it at the exact same time.
It's not an inter-service combat, right?
So it's the red one.
Yeah. I think we're all out of that one.
Sagar goes whoosh and stabs it, and your blade goes right through his forearm, and you pull it out, and he goes, "What now?
I'm sorry.
What now?
It's so dark in here."
Did you see me try to swing at it?" And he starts to cry. And Darren says, take heart, tend his wound. And it's not as bad as you think, but he's like, "I can't move 2 of my fingers. I can't move 2 of my fingers." And he can't.
Yeah.
And it's his sword arm, and that could be bad. But you see one of the other mercenaries walk up to him, and they actually tie his sword into his hand, as you guys plot. He looks. He says, I want gold. I don't want this. You owe me weregild. I want gold. You stabbed me. That was totally unfair. And also hear this, whoa! And Darian takes out another one, and you realize that they are there now, dozens.
I say, how long do you think this barricade will hold, Darian?
I do not know, but one of you can roll 20-sided to find out.
I got a 1 last time, so it's
Walk
gotta
for
be.
divine.
It's gotta 16.
Darian, he says, I think we need a miracle.
Can I look at his notes?
He is standing there. You are standing there.
Darian, how did you see any markings? Did you make note of any markings? The way markings might have looked before we entered the tomb.
He actually walks to the wall, leaving the rest of you guys to kind of fend off the creatures that are coming in. But the thing is that they are coming in really, they are not smart. There's a cunning intelligence to them, but they haven't yet figured out how to deal with the statue. So you guys are just stabbing down at whatever appears, and you're at a total advantage right now. Right now is the operative word, and let's see how far that advantage is going to last. I want one of you two to roll 20-sided, and we'll see how this is progressing.
Are the dead bodies plugging the hole? They killed them in the hole.
If they are, they're just pulled away.
15.
Everything seems to be holding right now. The only bad thing is if one slows down, he's just immediately pulled out of the way by the others so that they can get in, and they're rabid. They're rabid. It's like the only thing propelling them is utter hatred for the fact that you are alive and living and not feeling pain. And it's absolutely frightening. There's just something absolutely demonic, literally demonic, possessing them. Darian actually takes you to the wall, and he holds up the torch, and he says, "This is all that I know." And his voice is quiet and calm, and it's odd. But he says, "This is all that I know. This is a convergence of ley lines. The Thoth learned how to. They knew much of magic, although they could not do it themselves and needed help, like the ley line convergences. They knew this ley line convergence was deep underground in this rock, and they dug and they dug and they dug until they got to it. They used black magic, and they summoned this creature, and they held it here. They took what they wished from it. They asked for gold or riches or power or whatever they did. And this thing acquiesced. But they could no longer control it, perhaps, and walled this place up. It is my feeling," and he goes over here, and you see something else over here. It's hard for you to even focus on these designs because your mind is racing 1,000 miles a minute, but he says, "I think that thing outside, what they call the nose and the face, I think it was a way for them to put power into this place to maintain the protection around it. But this hasn't been done for thousands of years, and the protection has gotten weaker and weaker and weaker, and we finally destroyed it today. Now all this thing wishes to do is gain enough power to escape, and it will be free. Free upon our world to wreak havoc, but the Sangmal will probably find it and turn it to their own devices."
The Thoth were clever people. They would have left something behind. Something that we could use to trap it again.
He chuckles, and then he points across this chamber, and he says, "If you can put death magic into the brass on the other side of that wall, perhaps. If you know how to do that, do it. But I know not." And he's thinking, the rest of you, roll 20.
3.
Threes are good. The DM likes threes.
Well, why don't you roll?
11. Much better than a 3. You are fighting 3 of them because they have caught up with you. And you just rolled a 20. Which means that the only player who's not on the naughty list right now is Sinbad. Sinbad, you're the only player I like.
Making out with the statue.
That's right. You helped my statue. So you just rolled a 20. You burst past. You are trying to catch up with this God's forsaken camel that has trotted off from you. It's driving you absolutely mad. You curse it. You curse the day it was born. You curse its mother. In fact, it is the son of 5,000 wars. That is the curse that you lay upon this thing. As you get closer and closer and closer, roll 20-sided one more time.
Go on. 12.
And then you see 5. Not only 5, but the 5 that still carry their weapons and armor coming straight at you over here. And you just say to yourself, this is it. You look at them and you sigh, and then you see them split up, and you realize that they are bandits. Roll 20-sided one more time.
2.
And they say, go to your camel, quickly!
I go.
And you are like, honor amongst thieves. And you go to your camel, and you see them engage the undead.
I get up. I get foot and everything.
Roll. I want you to roll 20 for these guys just one time.
7.
They take losses. You see the just combat break out, and you hear a scream from one of them, but they manage to take down the rest of the undead.
Make it up. I go back to help them from the camel up on the camel.
You go back.
Hopefully I can keep the losses.
There's 4 left. One of them actually jumps up on the camel. The other,
I help it.
you help him up, and the other 3 are like, go.
Go.
And you go, and you ride, and they're like, we have to go this way. And you go with them, and you look around from the vantage of your camel, and you resist the urge to just take off because now you have help. And you see the undead. I want you to roll once.
14.
There are none near you, and you see the closest ones are down to the shuffle again. So there's a couple shuffling towards you, and that sort of frantic bloodthirst hasn't yet kicked in as you guys head off. And if you keep going fast like this and keep getting lucky, you may have escaped this plane. Now, you may come upon a hidden battlefield that you didn't even know existed, and that would be bad. But right now, you're almost to the rocks that overlook this plain, and you're with these bandits, and they kind of look at you like,
let's go.
They don't know who the hell you are, and they don't care. All they know is you are alive.
Yes. The enemy of my enemy.
And you see one of them actually makes a sign in the air like a ward against evil. And you know that what transpires today transcends thievery, transcends gold. You are in the place where we want wards against evil, and we beg the sun to burn away the undead and the unclean. That's kind of where we are today. And you are to the rocks. I want you to put down 5 fate on your paper. And I want you to make sure that you put down that you escaped the undead.
That makes me a bit slow.
One down. Like, how many more to go?
Okay, the rest of you are... The only thing is, there's something about you. The world rests lightly on your shoulders. Someone who carries burdens would look at you and say, there is something about him, there's an unbearable lightness of being about him, as if the world just does not affect you. There's just something that you are jolly, adventurer, smiling, chuckling, laughing, doing the right thing regardless of what happens. You're just that sort of person. But something does concern you a little bit, but you are who you are. So you kind of you see him kind of pull back a little bit with the look on his face. And he kind of looks at where these undead are coming through, and he looks down at the shoe. And he kind of scratches and thinks, and he looks up at you, and you know exactly what he's thinking, and that is fire, frying pan. What do we do? And you're with Darian, and Darian is calm, and
I say, I've seen that look on your face before. What are you cooking up? We could use a miracle right now.
I think we should burn the statue.
The big one.
Yeah.
I mean, it did look like it was made out of leather or something.
The one that's being stuck between us and the undead. The wooden statue.
If that statue disintegrates, then we won't have any protection from the horde of the undead outside.
They seem stupid. They seem like they would just walk right into it. I don't think they're gonna last for that much longer.
Maz steps forward, and he says, "To hell with your plan, but I may have another one."
What do you have?
He actually runs to the chute, and you see him descend, and he comes right back up, and he's holding one of the broken stakes. And he says, "I know not whether this will catch fire, but there's a lot of them." And he comes and he puts it down, and people with torches walk over and they start to light it on fire. This is wood that is thousands of years old.
So we're burning the Thoth statue at the entrance?
No, you're burning one of the stakes that was in the chute. Remember the chute with the sconces? So it's like he has taken, but it is like, it's almost like paper mache at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Fast. One of you roll 20-sided.
17.
It lights. And all of you heave a sigh of it lights quick, fast. And he actually puts it in the entrance and pushes it past the statue that's blocking, pushes it past, and he says, "Get more! Everyone, get more! Get more!" And you see others and villagers going, and all of a sudden the stakes are brought up, lit on fire, and pushed past the statue. And this is to see whether you guys light the statue on fire. I want one person to roll 20-sided one time. This could be a bad roll for you guys.
Sure you want me doing it?
You got it.
17 again.
Okay. So you have not yet lit the statue on fire, but you have a really strange feeling the statue would light just as quickly as these stakes. Okay, you have bought yourself a reprieve.
And
Fire, all of you know from legends and tales that fire is actually sacred. That fire magic was meant to be the cleansing force. Fire is cleansing. It can hurt, it can destroy, but it is sacred because it cleanses. And all bad things and all evil things that are tied to to supernatural evil, fear fire. And you have lit these stakes on fire and thrown them out, and they come no more. But they are still out there. You can hear them howling and just howling. And actually, Sagar comes up to you, and he holds you and just starts weeping on your shoulder.
Give him a little pan.
And he's just like, "You saved us! You saved us!"
Yeah.
And you can feel his snot and his tears on your shoulder, and you just kind of pat him, but you see the villagers all looking at you like you're some kind of hero. And you actually see Nashara, and she's looking better by the moment, and she looks at you like a hero, and you like that even better. She is who she is. And when you look upon Nashara, you see someone they had a scare down there, whatever happened. They had a big scare, but they are looking better. I want all of you to roll 20-sided one more time.